Okay, so today I am going to go over stress. I'm actually doing this video as an assignment for my holistic pathology class, but I decided it would be cool if I did a video to share with the people who already watch my channel, because I think this is something that everyone can benefit from, because stress is very common. Stress is a natural part of homeostasis in all living organisms. But for humans, it's a lot more prevalent and complex. Sorry, my cat Bindi is wanting to get in on the video. So it affects many parts of our bodies, not just the mind. So that's why, I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, stress is the silent killer, and it's pretty true. Stress lowers your immune system. It does all sorts of things to your body and can literally make you sick. If you are in a constant state of like being stressed out. And I know this from example. I was diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder, or CPTSD. So I want to talk about some stress management tools today. The first thing to do that is beneficial to help lower your stress is to be able to pinpoint where it's coming from. Having that awareness of where your stress is coming from. And it can come from multiple places, but there's usually like one main area that the stress is coming from, whether it's from work, just having too much on your plate, home life stuff. So what are the different things that we can do to help lower the stress once we pinpoint this? Well, there's therapy, lifestyle changes. If you're someone who doesn't regularly exercise or go outside, and I know in the winter months it's hard, to get the vitamin D, but it's still like good for your stress levels to go for a walk. I love walking in the rain, in the snow. If you're not a fan of the cold, there's other things you can do. You can do yoga at home. You can go to the gym, or do just some dancing in your living room. So there's many options when it comes to like physical activity of what we can do to help manage our stress levels. Another thing is meditation, and I know I've talked about that in my other videos, about the importance of meditation, and not only that, but knowing how to do the meditative breath, which, if you aren't sure what that is, the meditative breath, it helps get you back into your body. And I know I've talked about this in past videos, but for the purpose of my assignment, I'm going to talk about it now. So there are ways to do this where you just focus in on your breath and you breathe in for 4 seconds and hold and breathe out. And you want to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. So what are one of the major things that makes us feel stressed? One of the most common things is feeling like you don't have control of your life, like a loss of control. That will put a huge amount of stress on you. So, that makes a lot of sense, because if you think about people in retail, customer service, like they don't feel in control at work because it's all about the customer and their boss, and but that can just happen in general, where you just feel like you're losing control of your life. So gaining back and having that knowledge of knowing you are literally in control of everything in your life, which is a hard thing for some people to hear, but you are. So if it, you can start out with baby steps. It doesn't mean like take it on and beat yourself up over it that you've been stressed out. One place you can also start is with working on your time management. So being more organized. Like I noticed if I let my house get a little messier than normal, I am so much more stressed out. It definitely adds to my stress levels. And it has been shown scientifically that if you have a cleaner house, more organized house, you're going to be less stressed. I mean, for me, it took a long time to understand that. I used to lose stuff all the time because I wasn't organized. And that'll spill over into everything in your life. So another thing is to help you feel like you're in control is to set goals. And I like to make lists. So if I'm feeling really stressed out, I'll make a list of what I want, the goals I want to achieve every day. And then start with the one that you're like dreading the most. So you can get that out of the way. And then you'll be less stressed out the rest of the day. Because if you leave the most stressful one or the one you don't want to do, task, whatever it is, like for the end of the day, then you're going to be thinking about it all day. So if you get it out of the way, at the start of the day, then the rest of the day will be easier. So it's little things like that. Another thing is also don't procrastinate, and pot calling the kettle black, but don't procrastinate. When I don't procrastinate, it makes life so much easier because then you're sitting there thinking about, I should be doing this, and that builds up stress. Also try, and this is another thing for me that I need to work on, try not to be a perfectionist. So if I get anything below an A+ in school, I'm getting better at this, but I have many little panic attacks. And I know it's silly because I'll get an A- and freak out, have to message my professors like, what did I do wrong? Which it's fine to get feedback, but don't beat yourself up and don't be too much of a perfectionist. And as I mentioned, exercise is important, getting outside, but also doing yoga and not just the meditative breath, but meditating. So like set aside, even just 5 minutes in the morning and then like 10 minutes at night. And I promise you that'll make a huge difference. And there are actually tons of great resources here on YouTube for guided meditations. So you can just type in guided meditation for stress or guided meditation for anxiety, whatever it is, and you will find it. So yeah, YouTube is really, the internet in general has given us so many awesome tools to use. You can even find free yoga, sessions on YouTube as well. So another thing, and as I talk about in all my videos, shadow work. So journaling, art therapy, letting your emotions out, because trapped emotions cause stress in the body. And what stress does is it affects our adrenal glands, which they are small organs just above the kidneys. And what happens is it releases cortisol and adrenaline, aka the fight or flight response, which I've talked about that in my previous videos about, with PTSD, we get in that fight or flight mode. And that's what happens when you're stressed out. Those hormones get released, and that's where those feelings come from. So there are actually even some, I have all my notes here. There's even some herbs that are helpful for your adrenal gland. So they're called adaptogens or tonic herbs. And ginseng is one that is really helpful for lowering the stress levels. Ashwagandha root, which I love ashwagandha root. It helps with not only that, but also insomnia and anxiety. And then licorice root is another herb that is helpful for the adrenal glands and stress. And also essential oils like lavender, as we all know, that helps with stress, but even just some of your favorite ones, like put them in a diffuser, put them in a spray. I like to do that throughout the day. I have a little like body spray blend, and I just spray it on my wrists, on my neck, and it does help lower the stress levels. And it doesn't have to be necessarily just lavender. What makes you feel relaxed? What makes you feel safe? What makes you feel comfortable? And yeah, make a blend from that, or find a blend from a reputable source. And then another thing is CBD. So I know in some places I don't think it's legal everywhere, but CBD is super helpful, and it has definitely helped me with stress. I used to be on 9 different medications for anxiety and PTSD, and I got all the way down to 1. And other than that, I just, and I'm almost off those as well. Other than that, I just, do the whole natural CBD, yoga, meditation, which I'm getting better at doing more regularly. I've been under a lot of stress myself, which is why I wanted to make this video as well. If you do follow my YouTube channel, you'll probably notice I haven't been on here in a while. And I will talk about that on the next video. So back to other things that can help with stress. Also, we need to look at our diet. So if you're not getting enough of some of the essential like nutrients and like the vitamins, vitamin C and B5 are very helpful for the adrenal glands. And then, as you know, D3 is important for mood. And also B12 is one that a lot of people don't realize they are low in B12, and this will actually can cause anxiety and stress in the body. So especially if you're vegan, and which I am mostly vegan, it can be harder to find. So I would look up like what foods have B12, any of these vitamins. Make sure that your diet is balanced. It's all about balance, and balance in your life, balance in your diet equals less stress. So I think, and then, just a few other little things that just, they don't seem like a lot, but they're really helpful. Having fresh plants in your house, like I have plants around the house, and they really do boost your mood, lower your stress levels, and it helps, like, if you can't always go outside, have that like earthing, grounding experience inside. Baths, self-care, super important. And self-care can be anything that is something that makes you feel like you're taking care of yourself. You're taking time for yourself. And, baths are super helpful for stress relief. Add some essential oils in there, some Epsom salt, and you're good to go. Another thing, just last thing I want to talk about is just enjoy life. And I know right now with everything going on, it's so crazy, and some of you are probably thinking, how on earth could I enjoy life with all this? But you can. I mean, it's a choice we have, is to either stay miserable and do the same thing, or go out and enjoy life. Go out in nature, try new things, meet new people. Life is short, and there might be a lot of chaos going on around you, but you can make this energy field around you not be a reflection of what's going on around you. You have that choice. It can be hard, but you can get there. So, yeah, the main thing, enjoy life. And do more things that make you feel good. So, that is my video presentation for my pathology class on stress, ways to de-stress, and how to pinpoint stress. So I hope you all have a blessed day. Thanks.